Welcome back. In this video we will discuss about information security awareness, education and training programs. So, why it's so important to have such programs? Let's look a bit closer. Let's go over a couple of interesting jargons, not so relevant to CISSP, but fun to know. First up, we have PEBCAK, which stands for Problem Exists Between Chair and Keyboard. Then there's PEBCAK with keyboard and chair in reverse order. In the US military, POBCAK is used, meaning problem occurs between chair and keyboard. Another one is PICNIC, which stands for problem in chair, not in computer. Then there's EBCAK, or error between keyboard and chair. And last on my list is PEBWAK, which means problem exists between user and keyboard, and the only one that dares to mention users. Each of the other terms makes an indirect reference to humans as the problem. If a user is the root of a security incident, we call it a PEBCAK, or by one of these other terms. If you know more, please mention in comments. Also, a user is sometimes referred to as the OSI Layer 8. And hence, a problem originating from user is sometimes referred to as a Layer 8 problem. All these terms are not so important for CISSP. But this is an indication that we need to focus on the layer who must not be named. If you are convinced on the importance of considering users as the weakest link in security, what do we do about it? We strengthen the weakest link. And we do that through learning programs such as awareness, training, and education. While all these aim to reinforce users' learning, these have differences in the primary focus and method of delivery. Let's go through one by one. An awareness program aims to increase awareness and understanding of a specific issue or topic, highlights the importance of a subject, and informs people about basic concepts and potential consequences. Such programs are delivered through workshops and seminars having short, often one-time sessions to introduce the topic. Through posters and flyers with visual aids placed in common areas to keep the information visible. Via email campaigns consisting of regular updates and tips sent to employees or participants. Using online modules with brief, interactive content delivered via web platforms. Through social media campaigns and posts to reach a broader audience, and so on. While the goal of an awareness program is to raise awareness, a training program aims to develop specific skills or competencies through practical exercises and hands-on practice. Training programs are usually delivered through in-person workshops and classes with interactive sessions where participants practice skills in real time, through hands-on labs with practical exercises where participants use tools or software in a controlled environment, through online training modules having interactive, often self-paced courses that include simulations and exercises, or in webinars with live or recorded online sessions that include demonstrations and Q&A. While awareness programs are usually periodic, training programs might require additional planning efforts. Also, training programs usually end with a certification, while awareness programs will, at a maximum, provide a letter of participation after evaluation, about which we will discuss a bit more in a minute. But before we dive into that, let's take a quick look at education programs. These are designed to provide a comprehensive understanding of a subject or a field, over a longer period, often with a structured curriculum. Such programs are not so common like awareness or training programs because of the high cost and longer payback period. Delivery methods include formal classes, degree programs, online courses and MOOCs or massive open online courses, and workshops and seminars. There are different techniques of delivering awareness training and education. Edutainment combines educational content with entertainment elements, like videos, interactive stories, or quizzes, or using virtual reality. This makes learning about security concepts less dry and more enjoyable. For instance, an engaging video that mixes a storyline with important security tips can capture attention better than a traditional lecture. When people are entertained, they're more likely to stay focused and absorb the material. An entertaining approach can turn complex or dry topics into something more relatable and easier to understand. Gamification implements the edutainment concept. It introduces elements of game design, such as points, levels, and leaderboards, into training programs. For example, a security training module might have participants earn points for identifying phishing attempts or complete levels that simulate real-life security scenarios. The competitive and interactive nature of gamification can make learning more fun and engaging. It encourages participants to actively engage with the content, leading to better retention and understanding of security practices. A security champion adds life to learning programs, especially in awareness programs. A security champion is like a security advocate within a team or department, someone who takes on the responsibility of keeping security front and center, even if their main job isn't in security. They're usually not full-time security experts but have a good grasp of security principles and work closely with the security team to ensure that everyone else is on the same page. Think of them as the go-to person for security questions or concerns within their group. They help spot potential issues early, making sure security is part of the conversation from the start of any project. By doing this, they help build a culture where security is everyone's responsibility, making it easier to implement best practices and stay ahead of potential threats. Their role is key in making sure that security isn't just an afterthought but a natural part of the workflow. Security program evaluation is all about taking a close look at how well an organization's security efforts are working. It's like doing a checkup on the policies, procedures, and tools in place to protect data and systems. During this process, various parts of the security program are reviewed, like how well the organization responds to incidents, manages vulnerabilities, controls access, and trains employees. The idea is to figure out what's working well, where there might be gaps, and what can be improved. This often involves looking at reports, talking to people involved, and analyzing data to get a full picture. Regularly evaluating the security program helps ensure that the organization's defenses are not just keeping up with the latest threats but also aligning with business goals. It also helps in staying compliant with regulations, identifying weak spots, and making smarter decisions about where to focus resources. In the end, a good evaluation helps keep the organization proactive and ready to handle whatever comes its way. This ends our topic of Information Security Program, as well as Module 1, Security and Risk Management. Thanks for watching.